Sorry I'm late, sweetheart.
That's all right. What'll you have?
Oh, just an orange for me.
Bucks fizz without the fizz, eh? Well, I suppose you've got to be a good girl from now on.
Not too good.
Hi, Sarah, it's Julia. Listen, I'm still in the mailbox. Meeting with the suppliers ran over a bit.
Oh, yeah? How did it go?
Yeah, it went very well, actually. I think we can probably use them. Listen, would you tell Mac that I'm going to have lunch here? I'm absolutely starving. Yeah, I'll be back in time for afternoon surgery, though, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, thanks a lot. Bye.
Okay, bye.
How come I've got Rico as a temporary patient?
Oh, right, yeah, I actually did want to speak to you about that. Rico wants to come in and see you, but he wants to see you when Greg's on duty at the police station.
You mean he doesn't want Greg to know?
Not yet, no.
Any idea why?
I don't know, I just think he doesn't want to worry Greg.
Right.
So, is that okay?
Well, I'm a bit unsure about keeping it from Greg, but I guess Rico's entitled to privacy like any other patient. If that's how he wants to handle it.
It's gonna be great, believe me.
I know it is, and I can't wait to see it up and running. But you really don't have to sell it to me anymore. It's obvious you know exactly what you're doing.
To you and me.
To us.
Now, I hate to do this, but I have to go.
Do you really have to?
I have to see the estate agent about the gym site. So
So you'll need the money. I've already made out the cheque. £20,000.
I am gonna be so busy for the next couple of days. Let's keep in touch by phone, okay?
Can't you come round tonight?
I'll try. See you later.
Nick, any plans for lunch?
Just paperwork?
Open to offers?
No, ready to go.
I just wanted to say you were right the other day. I haven't been treating you very well. I've realised I couldn't hope to keep this thing a secret from everybody, so I have decided to be more open. And I thought perhaps you could...
Me?
Yes. That you could stop playing your little game with Sarah.
What makes you think it's a game?
Oh, come on.
Like I say, I'm busy.
Lee Graham!
Julia, what happened to you? Where did you get to?
Don't you try anything like that with me. You robbed me.
I did what?
You robbed me, and I am not going to let you get away with it. Please help me. Call the police. I've been robbed.
Listen, love, it's over between us, okay?
No, you wrecked our lives, and I am not going to let you get away with it.
Listen, mate, it's my ex. There's 20 in it for you if you can get me out of this.
No, I won't let you.
Greg's at the station, right?
Yeah, there's no problem.
I really appreciate this, Sarah.
Dr. Woodson's waiting for you.
Thanks.
What's Rico doing here?
Rico isn't here.
What?
Just shh.
Right, you two. Share it with the class.
What are you doing here?
Oh, the other surgeon wanted to swap shifts. What's going on?
Nothing.
Come on, I saw you all secretive, whispering. Something's going on.
No, nothing at all, is there?
Okay, I'll just get on with my paperwork then, shall I?
What's up?
Excuse me. I need to talk to you. That man that you were with, Lee Graham, He's a con man.
What?
He's a con man. Listen, everything he tells you about himself, about his business, is all lies. He's just conned you out of £20,000 and he did the same thing to me.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
I'm very sorry. My name is Julia Maguire.
Oh, so you're Julia. I didn't think you'd be such a mature woman.
What?
Lee's told me all about you.
What has he told you?
Well, you're his ex, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, come on, what are you trying to pull?
Listen, I'm not trying to pull anything. I am just trying to warn you about... Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember now. This is that story, isn't it? The one he says where his wife ran off with his partner and left him with nothing. Well, that's all lies, too. You know, he told me that story as well, only the ex was called Amy then, and probably some poor victim before me.
I'm not listening to this nonsense.
Listen, I can tell you all about him. I can tell you all about his business plan. You know, about the juice bar, that is going to be in the actual gym space so the members can see it all the time.
I don't know what you're trying to pull, but Lee certainly will.
Listen, please, don't call him yet.
We'll soon have this straightened out.
Let me just have a couple of minutes of your time, just to explain to you. I think we can help each other. If you call him now, you will never hear from him again.
You know, now that I'm here, I'm beginning to think that I'm worrying about nothing. Maybe it's going out with Greg. Or the attention you get from a doctor making me into a hypochondriac.
Why don't you tell me what it is that you're experiencing?
Well, I'm finding it painful to breathe. And when I cough, there's phlegm. And sometimes there's blood. This is symptoms of lung disease, no?
Well, they're possible symptoms, but it might not be that serious.
There is a history of lung disease in my family. 5 years ago, my uncle died from it. And for 2 years now, my cousin is on oxygen.
I keep this as a reminder. Well, it's a warning, really. My husband says that I should throw it away, and he's probably right, but I can't. This is his business plan. It's what the police call his MO. Do you recognize that?
What are you doing?
Just having a look at tomorrow's list.
Okay, I'll email it to you.
No, don't worry about
Look,
that,
this
babe.
is my job, okay? If you want some information, just ask.
Okay, what's going to you?
It's just that sometimes you have to remind people that you're not the office junior around here, that's all.
All right. I'll wait for your email.
Okay.
I take it you can back this up.
Yes, I can. If you go to Leatherbridge Police, D.I. Roth will be more than happy to talk to you. She'll tell you all about Lee Graham.
I just can't believe he'd do something like that. No, he couldn't. There's got to be some mistake. It's just...
It's a con. He did it to me, now he's done it to you. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. D.I. Roth will confirm that.
so stupid.
Look, it's not you, really, it isn't. It's the way he operates. Anyone could have been taken in, honestly.
You said you thought we could help each other.
Yes, I think we can. You see, unlike me, it's not too late for you to cancel your cheque. Now, if you feel up to it, you could call him and tell him that you've given him a cheque from, I don't know, the wrong account or something. And ask him to come over and get another one. Then we have him.
You're not serious.
We can get him, Mac.
Let the police handle it. I don't want you confronting that man.
Listen, I don't want to call the police till I know they can get him.
No, just forget it.
Forget it.
Julia, we've put Lee Graham behind us. Why bring him back into our lives?
Because I want justice, Mac. Now, you may have put it behind you, but I certainly haven't. I'm not going to forget what he did to me. Well, to both of us. Listen, this is my chance to get him. I'm going to take it. So I'll call you later. Bye.
No, Julia.
Everything okay?
Yeah, fine.
Men.
Sorry to interrupt. Just to let you know, Greg's in the building, so when you finish, just give me a buzz and I'll make sure the coast's clear.
I'm sorry about this. I better leave.
No, it's fine. Relax.
I made a mistake. I didn't want to cause any trouble. I'm sorry.
Well, you haven't. It's fine. Look, this is a private consultation. We'll be finished soon, and Greg won't even know you're in the building. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Thank you, Sarah. I'll give you a buzz.
Listen, I wouldn't call him until you're absolutely ready. You've only got one chance. If you don't convince him, he's gone.
I just can't take it in.
Yeah, I know. I understand. I really do.
I can't believe he was faking it. All those feelings, that passion and excitement. I can't believe it wasn't genuine.
Well, maybe the feelings were genuine in a way. I mean, not for you or the business. I think for him, the excitement is the con.
Well, he's had all the fun he's going to have with me.
Sarah, where's that supplier that Julie visited today?
It was Cohen's the mailbox.
Right, I'm going there now.
Why is everything all right?
If Julie calls, tell her that I've contacted the police and they'll respond to any call that comes in from her. Oh, and tell her to call me. Tell her I'll be close by, OK?
Hello, sweet.
Hello, Angel.
Listen, I've done something really stupid. That check's no good. I closed the account last week.
What?
I know. I was in such a rush, I completely forgot.
How come you closed the account?
Well, it was my accountant, really. He thought it best. Look, if you can come round this afternoon, I can write out another one for you.
I'm a bit busy, babe. Could you bike it over to me?
That's a bit of an expense.
Well, I'll pick that up.
And I'd like to see you.
Okay, I'll be over in about an hour.
Great.
It's not like you, is it?
Why, what do you mean?
Forgetting something like that.
Well, maybe you don't know me as well as you should, so the more time we spend together, the better.
Okay, babe. I'll see you in a bit.
Scumbag.
What do you think?
I think he'll come. Would you recognise your car out there?
No, it's a new car. I think we should call the police.
Not yet.
He's on his way.
You said it yourself. We've got to be sure we have him. If the police are here when he arrives, he'll smell them.
Yeah, I really don't think it's a good idea to wait, though.
I'm sorry. We do this my way or not at all.
Rico's in with George.
Yeah.
Why? What's going on?
Greg, I'm sorry. Greg, just wait a minute. Greg!
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's just an infection. We'll check, but I'm sure everything's fine.
Thank goodness. No, I really thought that I had something.
I know, and I understand why, but hey, you can just relax now and carry on enjoying yourself with Greg.
What's going on? What's wrong?
Greg, calm down. Everything's fine.
It's nothing. It's okay, really.
So why are you in with George?
I didn't want to worry you.
Oh, right.
It's nothing. It's just a stupid infection.
So you all thought that you'd hide this from me, did you? That's pretty patronising, isn't it?
Greg, do you not think you're best discussing this with Rico in your room?
Yeah. Come on, Greg. Let's talk.
Later.
Greg, come on.
I'm busy.
So you met him at the gym too?
Yeah.
Why do you think he chose you?
I think he sussed that I wanted to shed more than a few pounds. I needed a bigger change than that. I wasn't very happy with my life at the time. It took him less than 5 minutes to work out that I'd jump at his business plan.
But not him.
No, honestly. It's just business. Look, I really think we should call the police now.
Not yet.
Joanne.
When he arrives, you go upstairs and call the police. I'll keep him here till they arrive.
I was leaving a lot to chance.
I can handle him, don't worry. Let's have some refreshment, shall we? I'll introduce you to my line of business.
Hi, this is Julia Maguire's phone. Please leave him.
This was my mum's answer to every crisis. like when my dad left. Maybe that's why I decided to stop doing it for pleasure and make it pay.
Look, Joanne...
Do you have children?
3, yes. You?
No. I do want them, though. That's what Lee sussed about me. You see, as I said, I already have businesses, patisseries. So Lee really had to find another way to hook into me.
How do you mean?
I remember the night he came round to discuss his business plan. I told him how impressed I was by his ambition. This was obviously his dream. He said no. It was just a means to an end, a way to get a better life. He wasn't sure if he should tell me about his real dream. Wasn't sure what I'd think about him. I was curious, as he intended me to be. So I pressed him, and finally he said, "My real dream will come true when I see my own child right there in my hands."
Careful.
The thing is, at that point, I don't think I told him why my marriage broke up. See, my ex-husband didn't want to have children. Not until we were financially secure. But when my first shop was well up and running and the second about to open, I finally had to accept that he just didn't want them. I couldn't live with it. And then along comes Lee, as ambitious as I am, thinking the world of me and saying he wants to have children. And it seems like all my Christmases have come at once. I'm pregnant. I'm having Lee's baby.
Oh, Joanne.
I can pick 'em, can't I?
Does he know?
Oh, yes, he knows. He's over the moon. I mean, it's his dream come true, isn't it?
Right. Then we have to call the police now.
No, not yet.
Listen, I do not think you should be facing that man on your own.
Well, I'm going to. I want to look into his eyes while he lies to me, and then watch him being dragged away from me like the filthy sack of garbage he is.
Looks like someone needs cheering up.
No, I'm fine, honestly. I just need to get on, that's all.
I was just wondering what the most gorgeous receptionist in town was doing tonight.
To be honest, Nick, I don't really know. But one thing I probably will do is avoid being hit on by middle-aged men who still think they're Jack the Lad, So if you do need someone to help play out your little act for Elizabeth, I'm just not in the mood. Either grow up or keep looking okay.
I take it that's a no.
That's him.
Okay, you go upstairs and call the police.
You're gonna be okay.
I'll have to be. Now, go on. You can't be here, can you?
I don't believe you.
What do you mean?
You being so absent-minded.
Sweetheart, I'm sorry. Come on in. I'll get you that cheque. And close the door.
I'm really pressed, babe.
Come on, you can spare a minute.
Well, I've got a business to get running.
Well, that's just it, isn't it? You've got to run the business. You mustn't let it run you. You know, you're smart, but you've got a lot to learn about the human side of what you're doing. That estate agent can wait for you. I can't. It's me you make time for.
Have you called the police?
Yes, they're on their way.
Yeah? Well, tell me exactly where you are, yeah?
Have you tried your bag?
Of course I have. Look, have a piece of cake.
I've got to get going, babe.
For goodness sake, you can spare 5 minutes, can't you?
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just don't seem to be with it today, that's all.
Of course you are. You're always with it. But something's wrong. You're not getting cold feet, are you?
No.
About the business?
No.
About you and me?
Of course not.
So what is it then?
lied to you about that cheque.
Oh.
That's not why I wanted you to come.
Well?
I want you to move in with me.
Well, we've talked about that.
I'd really love you to.
That's not why you got me here.
Of course it is. What do you mean?
Well, you see, Joanne, a lot of the women I've known, they go through this whole rigmarole, wanting you to guess exactly what's wrong. But you've never done that. You've always said exactly what's on your mind. You didn't get me here to talk about moving in. You didn't close your account. And you're not going to give me that cheque either, are you?
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you doing?
I'm just trying to get in touch with an old business associate of mine. It occurs to me she might have had lunch with us today. Looks like I'm going to have to write off 3 months of very hard work.
Very hard work. That's what this has been to you.
Get out of my way, Joanne.
No one treats me like that.
Get away from the door.
Joanne, just let it go. I'm having your child, you creep, and it means nothing to you. You were just going to take me for what you could and walk away.
Don't blame me, blame yourself. I just look for silly, selfish women like you who want it all and think it comes easy. Now get out of my way!
Joanne!
I imagine you must find that quite comforting.
I just need cleaning, that's all.
Nick, I was hoping we could stop this. I thought maybe I could take you for a meal this evening and we could talk, you know, like grown-ups.
I'm busy this evening.
Oh. With Sarah?
Maybe.
I see.
Problem?
No, no. I'm thrilled to hear she's finally overcome her aversion to middle-aged men who still think they're Jack the Lad.
Hey. Thought it was really cool the way you handled Nick.
Yeah, well, treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen, eh?
Huh?
Never fails.
Come on, Sarah, the guy's way too old for you.
Yeah, well, I think that's for me to decide, don't you?
Look, I got 2 tickets tonight to this sports initiative too. You up for it?
No, thanks.
Be loads of celebs there?
Listen, after the day I've had, the last thing I really want to do is to mix with a bunch of shallow posers.
You'll be Julia's husband then?
Correct.
Should look after her better.
Don't worry about yourself if I were you.
You know, sweetheart, pretty soon you won't have what it takes anymore. You won't even be able to pretend you've got something to offer. And you're going to end up very lonely. But no matter how lonely you get, don't you ever come looking for your child. I mean it.
You're going to have the baby?
Oh, yes. It's the only thing I know I want. It may not seem the perfect way to go about it, but I can make it work.
Excuse me? Some of the staff saw a very angry man tearing through the building about an hour ago. They're wondering if it's safe to come out now.
It's not funny, Rico. You should have told me what was going on instead of going behind my back like that.
Listen, I'm sorry. I just thought it was the right thing to do. I know what you went through with Tom's cancer, and I didn't want to scare you.
I just don't need everybody here thinking that I have to be treated with kid gloves, okay?
I wouldn't imagine why they'd think that, given your cool display in George's office.
Okay, okay, I'm sorry. Oh, poor you. You must have been so worried. And I should have known what was going on anyway. I, of all people, should have seen the symptoms.
How could you? I was hiding it from you, dummy.
You were coughing up blood.
Well, you should know me. I do everything discreetly.
You're sure you'll find out, though, huh?
Yeah, I feel better than fine. Ever since George gave me the all clear, it's like I want to grab every moment. You and me, boy, we are going out tonight. We're gonna dance till the sun comes up, and then we're gonna go to your place and see how much energy you have left.
Maybe, baby, you need to take things easy, huh?
I don't think so.
We don't have to do everything all at once. Hmm?
Just what is a 6-foot rabbit doing on the school roof? Drama on Waterloo Road, tonight at 8. The next on BBC1, a power failure and a murder investigated by Mr. Monk.